Dude, what a weekend. Again. What a good time, dude. I'm exhausted in the best way. Me and Rob got hammered last night, so that was fun. Got pretty hammered all 3 nights. Not necessarily trying to, but just, just a lot going on, It's nonstop. It was a slaughter fest from the day we got there. From Grid 1, Unreasonable Man, from his event that he put together, which I only saw the last one of the night, the one with Tom Foolery, and I was kind of like in and out and going downstairs and drinking and stuff. That was a ton of fun. That was a lot of fun, and I was only there for the tail end, so I'm assuming it was pretty fun for the whole night. I saw so many people I got to meet in person for the first time, so that was kind of cool. Fabian Scott Liberty was there. He was having a good time. Jim Bob, always fun with Jim Bob. I just crack up when I look at Jim Bob, so it's funny. Me and Jim Bob just can't keep it together. It's kind of fun hanging out with Jim Bob, with David Patrick, Harry, Rob Knorr, Andrew Wilson. I mean, the whole gang, dude. It's so funny. Everyone is such a chud. Like, everyone, there's just a bunch of like Orthodox chads. Like, everyone's tall and put together and handsome, and or they're like, they're working out. They're all like fit and in shape. Everybody's dressed nice. Everybody's got their shit together. We don't have to worry about any like babysitting people. It's kind of funny. It's a night and day difference. I've gone to some of these other events. I went to an event with Dylan Burns a long time ago when I was a libertarian. Some libertarian conference debate thing, actually also in Nashville, Tennessee. And it was like exactly what you would think the crowd was going to be like. It made me not want to go to the first event that I went to with Andrew Wilson, the debate between him and Apostate Prophet. I mean, I know it seems like all the guys are cool, in the Discord, but you never know. It's going to be like the school shooter types. But no, everybody was chill. Everyone's put together. There was one schizoid. He got thrown out. That was funny. But yeah, I was going to do some pictures, man. We're going to look at some pictures together. I was in the car ride on the way home and I was watching Jim Bob. And I said, I'm stealing that idea. It was my idea first. I took it. You're never getting it back. We were having fun, dude. We were having such a good time the whole weekend. It was just a blast, dude. It was an annihilation, man. It was like every single person just pick him up and knock him down, dude. This Planet Peterson guy was getting the shit kicked out of him, dude. That was funny. He was so angry. Jake Rattlesnake put together basically the secular humanist manifesto. He like copies it and pastes, and he just inserts Christian nationalism into like every tenet. And he's like, this is my belief set. Like, I am now a Christian nationalist. And it's like, it's funny because it's funny, but it's serious too. It's like, it was such a good rhetorical move because it's serious. It is a serious answer to this, and it's bringing up a serious problem with human secularism, which is what I was going to ask. I don't think I got to ask anybody a question at all. It kind of sucked ass. they just didn't have enough time for all the questions. There's so many people there, dude. Every time, every single person got up, and it's funny too because I had like the all access wristband. I could have gone and sat in the front, you know, and like nerded out and waited for my question. But I was like, I just kind of like, you know, if something comes to me or if I notice that I catch something during the debate, then I'll go up and ask. But it wasn't really, you know. I wasn't sitting there waiting for, you know, trying to find a question for every single one. So I'm like, I don't want to sit at the front. I was like sitting with people that I like, or I mean, Bryce was there. Bryce is really cool. I'm glad I got to meet him in person. Bryce J on TikTok. I got Wi-Fi Gospel. I got all the Jim Bob crews there. You know, of course, all the Andrew crews there. Jake's crew's there, you know. It's like, what a bunch of solid dudes, bro. Spiro was there. So let's look at some pictures though. Let's see if we can do this. Let's see. Is this gonna work? Oh, that's not quite the one I'm looking for. Hold on. This tab. Dude, so much fun, man. I'm so tired. I'm gonna sleep like a rock. Let's see here. Let's just shorten this a little bit. See, can we see this? Sort of. Let's see. Nice. That's the stuff. Dude, check this out, dude. This was so cool, too. Grid's event was actually really well put together. That was, I mean, not that I was expecting it not to be. I just wasn't expecting it to be that, like, set up for being like a sort of a, well, to me anyways, it seemed like a last minute thing. I guess obviously some planning and effort went into this. I found out about it last minute, put it that way. That's probably why it seemed that way to me. But I thought they were just going to do something a little casual, like having a camera stream maybe and doing some debates across the table and kind of like, you know. But no, it was really well like produced, and there's cameras in here. It was like crazy, dude. It was crazy. This debate was over in the beginning though. It was kind of funny. And Tom Foolery was mad, but it's like I don't know what to tell you, man. The topic of the debate was who commits more violence, the left or the right. And in his opening, he's like, I'll actually concede to Rob that the left commits more instances of violence, but the right commits more murders. And it's like, well, that's not the debate topic, brother. I mean, that's the whole debate. The debate's over. So, you know, Rob thanks him in Rob's opening statement, because he follows up after Tom. He thanks him for the concession. And then, you know, he had to like give us some content for the next hour and a half or 2 hours they're scheduled into debate for. So they did. And then Tom in his closing is complaining that that Rob was talking about other things. He's like, this isn't really related to the debate. And he's like, well, yeah, he had to give us something to talk about, man. So, and then me and Tom were debating a little over beers in the downstairs after. So that was kind of fun. Dude, this guy, Jake, man, taking L's all night. He wanted to rehash our debate that I have up on my channel where we were like going back and forth about Andrew Tate being gay. He thought, I don't know why he thought Jim Bob would be on his side though. He like pulls Jim Bob in like, let me ask you something, man. And he's just giving us the runaround of the. that Andrew Tate's not gay, even though he's sexting grown men while they finish in their chairs looking at topless girls, and he's bragging about, oh yeah. And you know what's funny? I forgot. I just now remembered this, but Andrew comes by, you know, and he bails him out for about 30 seconds or a minute. He says, you know what? I have Tristan's number. And he's like, and I can tell you actually all that shit was bullshit. And he's like, it was all just he made up some story, you know, and he gave him an out, and he's like, yeah, and I was like, no. He was like, I can call him right now. I was like, fucking call him, dude. But he was just bullshit, and he's just making something up. But then he let it sit for about 30 seconds, and then Jake's, yeah, see, told you. And then he just nuked him. He's like, nah, I was just kidding. I made it all up. So that was funny. Rehashing the Andrew Tate is gay. He is gay 100%. Jake, you got to stop. You got to stop. Jake is a cool guy too, though. We had a lot of fun, dude. He was there the whole time. Me and Jake talked a lot about bringing back the Octagon. We're going to bring back the American Octagon, so that's going to be fun. That's going to be starting ASAP, really. We're already like putting together the first panel and everything. So we're going to be doing that every 2 weeks because panel shows are gay and they're saturated a lot of the times. There's too many of them. They do too many in a row and they just get fucking boring and gay, and everybody knows what everybody's going to say, and it's lame. So you got to do a panel show. The panel shows are fun, but you can't saturate the channel with them. You just got to do other stuff, dude. You got to have talent, you know? Not like me. Yeah, what a good time, dude. I took a picture of this in the bathroom because I was trying to figure out what the hell was going on, why the toilet paper was up so high. So, that was weird. Let's see. Do we have clips here? Oh, and then I got up and got into it with him about J6, so that was kind of fun. Because he made some and then I lost my train of thought, too. It's kind of funny. Because I just lost interest. But I just wanted to, like, point it out to him that he was lying. And he's like, because he's like, right-wingers are dishonest and lying about, either dishonest or, what did he say? Lying and or, intentionally lying or ignorant. That's what, yeah, dishonest or ignorant about, you know, everything. They don't know what they're talking about. And then he's like, yeah, and Trump, but he was like saying Trump was standing on, you know, walking people into the Capitol, standing at the Capitol, encouraging people to go in. And I was like, no, he wasn't. I was there. Trump went home. Like, what are you even talking about? So that was kind of fun, dude. Let's see. Oh, dude, Adrian, this guy's chill as hell. We got EOD. We're Jim Bob. Me and Jim Bob are having a good time. This is a friend of mine from home, dude. He's a cool guy. We met on the plane back from Timcast. We were doing the zoom in faces. I don't think, yeah. Hold on. We were, oh, what a good time, dude. We were doing squinty faces. We were doing zoom in faces. It was like, we're good. We're shitting. Then we're back to it. All RDR, dude. That hairline, dude. RDR is chopped, dude. He's toast, man. He's done for, dude. I'm just kidding. We love RDR. We love him, dude. It was Jim Bob, dude. I just couldn't keep it together. I don't think he could look at me, dude. I was just We all had the Hawaiian shirts. Not planned, by the way. We're just that cool. We had fun. We had a Dude, I can't, man. I can't be serious around Jim Bob. It's just too much. Dude, Jim Bob's Surrounded was ridiculous. It's going to be so good. I'm going to be mad if this takes like 5 months to come out. Cuz we need to see that like yesterday. We needed that one to be live. That's how good that one was. That was pretty good. He was like cracking up the whole audience. We couldn't keep it together. Nobody could keep it together. Cause it's like they like tell you, you know what I mean? Like you can clap and laugh or whatever, but they're trying to keep the noise to a minimum for these because they're filmed in the style of like Surrounded. You know, it's just supposed to be the guys interacting with each other. So I'm going to be interested to see this one because I just don't think you can cut it out. I mean, it's going to be, we're just laughing too hard and we couldn't keep it together. So that should be really good. I don't know if this is any good or not.
No, I would say that you could have a set of laws. I would just grant that you could have a whole category of laws that don't cross maybe an ethical threshold where you're talking about sites. I do. Because I okay, why do I get to versus who? Where's the distinction? The distinction, I think, is clear. If I repopulate, right, and we have enough numbers.
Oh yeah, that was so good, dude. The whole thing was so good, man. I'm so mad. I didn't realize that one. I didn't realize that all the Surrounded ones were going to be paywalled, or not paywalled. That they were going to be produced. Like, I just didn't think about. I guess I, the last ones were, but I didn't know. I also didn't know it was going to take them that long to get out, or I would have just taken like a ton of clips. So, but that was really good. He wrecked these guys so bad. I think some of them were playing devil's advocate, and I mean that kind of sucks, but it still went really well for him. That one was really good too because now these guys are playing. They may have been playing devil's advocate for some of the other stuff, like for like some of the stuff. Like I think some of them may actually be like theists or like inquiring to Christianity or something like that. But for this, I think everyone was like, "What? You can't deny evolution." Let's see who was up there. This guy in the end was pretty good faith too. Let's see if I have any more clips from this.
Why don't you accept evolution? Because I think it's absurd. For instance, if you took the claim random mutation produced your brain, that's what evolution would say, right? Well, no, time isn't a cause. Do you agree? Not really. Well, time doesn't cause things. Physically, time doesn't act. Like if I put milk outside, time itself doesn't act on the milk and make it rotten, right? Something else does. But time permits it, right? Okay. So you're saying time permits evolution. Evolution requires time. Everything requires time. So that doesn't.
This lady, to be fair to her, like, okay, she got walloped, but she was actually really nice. So she hung out later and ate with us and drank with us and had beers, and everyone there was pretty chill. It was really cool, actually. Even old Craigie Poo, dude. He's really chill actually. I think it's probably because he was in the military, and I think like he's in the. I think he's from Scotland. He said he was in the Royal Navy there or something like that. So I think he just understands like how to hang out with people. He's got like natural kind of charisma and talking, skills, and he's he can hang. You know what I mean? He can have a beer. He can take the shots. He can give them. He can. So that was pretty fun, dude. That was a good time. Everybody was pretty chill. This security guard was during Jake Rattlesnake's Surrounded. He was talking a lot about. He got into like force doctrine, and he's talking about feminism being cooked, and like he's talking about. I can't remember what specifically was triggering this lady, but I think it was like he started talking about the differences between men and women or something like this, and she just lost it. Like you could see her like over there shaking her head or wincing and kind of making faces. And then at one point she just got up and walked out and walked back in. But like I guess somebody had gone to the bathroom and they were coming back, and they were telling us later when we were drinking after, they're like, yeah, I was coming back in, and she like storms out the door, and she's like, I just had to get out of there. I can't believe it. This guy is so stupid. And just fucking losing her shit. So I thought that was pretty funny. Like, we were. This was just funny. Okay, we're just having fun. I don't know if this guy. I don't even know what this guy's positions are. I don't even remember actually. This guy was just a brick shit house. This is John. He was a cool guy. But that was funny. Dude, this is Grid and DPH. Dude, Patrick's wife and Jim Bob's wife and Rachel, they're all such nice people. We already went to like Chase's wedding together, but they haven't met my wife yet. I've got to bring her out to the next event. I think we're going to try to go to the Atlantic City one together, so that should be a lot of fun. So we were having fun, man. We were having a good time, dude. I don't know if my chat's on or not. I think just nobody's in here, which is fine, but everything was fucked up when I started, so I don't actually have any idea. Let me just make sure. It's just me. I'm alone. I just needed to get it all out, you know what I mean? Because the last time I went and did all this stuff, like it was too much, you know? I waited too long between, and then I forgot everything. And I couldn't get it all out. I was forgetting everything. And it was such a good time. Okay, yeah, it's working, dude. Test, maybe? Is it? No, it's not working. Okay, it's working. Okay, I just have to restart the app. But yeah, this was it was the whole weekend, dude. But he rented out this bar. Andrew's a wild man, dude. He rented out I think it's called like Friends in Low Places or Friends in High Places, or I don't know what it is. It's like it's Garth Brooks bar or something in downtown Nashville. It's like on the Strip. There's like 2 stories or 3 stories or something like that. We were on the second floor, and he had rented the whole fucking floor out. It was crazy. It's just for us. There's catered food. And everybody's there. There's like I don't even know, 100 people there, 150 people there, 200 people there. Dude, what a blast. I drank so much. It's crazy. The first night I was up till like 4 o'clock. I wasn't even trying to be up that late the first night. I wanted to like make it to everything. I think I missed like one thing both days. And then after this, I don't know how Jim Bob did. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it. I think he crushed him. He said, but he had to debate at 9 in the morning, and I know he stayed out till like 1 at least, because I didn't leave till like 2, and a lot of people were still there, and then some people went down to another bar. I was like, you guys are fucking crazy. I'm going home, dude. I don't want to be around all these people. The city of Nashville looked just like Jim Bob's cartoon meme about it. It was funny. I was telling him that's what I thought downtown looked like. I wonder if I can find that. I like that. I like that cartoon. See if I can find it on here. His wife is gonna like send me some books or something, which is cool. I tried to buy them, but she was like, she wouldn't let me because she's just nice. We had a good time, Chase. Yeah, this right here. This is basically, I mean, just multiply this by like 1,000, and that's what it was like. You know, not minus the rainbow. Nashville wasn't really that gay, but it's just like the degeneracy, you know, it's pretty much what it felt like. People were puking. Jim Bob said someone was being carted away on an ambulance and like convulsing. people were dying in the streets. So that was fun. But yeah, going in every time going out to smoke, I'm just like, I want to go back into our safe place upstairs. Dude, Greg's a cool guy too. They went out shooting. I was so mad I didn't stay longer. I should have stayed. But I wanted to come home to my wife and kids, dude. I missed them. Oh yeah, see, we're upstairs. This is the upstairs balcony behind us, dude. I don't even know I'm just like taking pictures of things, I guess. Oh, I think I was trying to take a picture because of his shirt, and I didn't want to forget to take a picture of his shirt. This shirt was pretty funny. He had like another meme on the back or something, a little Wojak on the back. A little Wojak button up. Dude, Wally's a ton of fun, dude. He's a blast. Dude, and this fucking Wi-Fi gospel's a damn tank. And this is Bryce J here from TikTok. What a bunch of legends, man. Just a good time, dude. EOD, me and EOD go way back, bro. I've known EOD for such a long time. It's nice to meet everybody. Robert. He's a swell guy. He wouldn't let me kill him. Yeah, I disavow. I don't know what Jim Bob says about getting violent. You know, the more I drink and my solutions become more final. I don't know what he's talking about. Rape. We're gonna do it. No, I'm kidding. I disavow. We were having a good time, dude. What is happening? Yeah, we got blurry pictures. We got Rob, dude. I was getting there. I was very tired after already being up till 4 the first night. We were laughing at the weird pictures I always get. The last time I had a room for the wedding, and there was like we were going back there to drink because it was like the penthouse suite or whatever, and there was just these strange pictures everywhere. They were like Jim Bob's cartoons, except they were serious. It was like strange fruits and oddly colored, and this was some of our food. The food was really good. The VIP food was actually nice. They were saying the last modern day debate or something. I guess maybe the last DebateCon was a little less. It was like turkey sandwiches or something. So, oh yeah, this guy got kicked out. So this little twerp.
You are a disgusting, ridiculous individual. Get the fuck out of this hotel.
So
I am kicking you out. You are banned.
So Craig's a pretty chill guy, dude. Like, we like Craig, okay? And as Christians, that's what we're supposed to do, right? We like the person, we just hate your ideas, okay? It's that simple. So this little twerp, okay? He comes up there. Look at it. Look at the frame. This is not a Crucible guy. If you were there, you would know exactly what I'm talking about. It's funny because everybody says that, especially a lot of the people that are online and they have all these criticisms of Andrew and of the sort of Christian nationalists and of the. This is what they think it is, but you can ask Craig. Okay, it's not. Everyone that went there, it was like a Chad, dude. Everyone was, and I'm not just being funny. It really was funny. Like, everybody was over 6 foot, and I was like, "What is happening, dude?" I was like, "Why is everyone just fucking a unit?" So it's kind of funny. But this is what they think it is. You know what I mean? They're like, and that's what you always hear. These fucking incels. But apparently, I think this guy is some kind of like Antifa dipshit or something, because apparently the night before he was trying to debate Andrew or something. Somebody was saying that he was trying to pull him to the side and maybe like ask him like, debate me on blah. And he's like, dude, it's timing, brother. We're like hanging out or maybe the first day they flew in or something, or I don't know. He tried to like corner Andrew and try to force him to debate, and it was just, it was just a time and place kind of thing. So, but then I guess since he said no, or he was like, maybe let's just have some beer like I want to and not do this right now because I just did debates all day. So this guy gets up and asks a question, or he gets up to ask a question. He's the last guy in line, and he goes to Craig Lane. He says, to Craig from whatever, the Flat Earth debates. Oh, I just wanted to get up here and call you a F slur. And I was like, but he says the word. He's like, I just want to call you a faggot. And I'm like, it's just like, nobody cares that you said the word. Obviously, that nobody's gonna speech police you here. We're not that crowd, and none of the lefties are putting asses in seats anyway. So this is all Andrew's fans showing up. Andrew and Jim Bob and Jake. There's like, these guys had like 1 or 2 asses in seats. Like Planet Peterson had like a couple friends that came with him. The Muslim guys had like 4 guys that came with them. That was it. Everybody else, I'm pretty sure, besides this guy and like a handful of others, there was maybe like 10 lefties that probably went to this thing. So anyway, so he gets up though, and he says that, and then he goes and sits down beside one of the guys that we were staying with in the hotel, Rabbit, and he's like, oh, I just said that so that Andrew would trust me. I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Like, we're going to kill you. Like, dude, you suck ass. Craig's cool. His ideas are stupid, okay? And second of all, Craig was having like a tough weekend. He was having a hard time because I guess he like lost his mother 2 weeks ago or something like this. And he doesn't have a lot of family or something. So it was like, extra kind of. And he was just like, I think having probably a little social anxiety in general already. Because you get nerves when you go to these things. You know, you go to in-person debates and stuff. But so then that compounded with that, and I guess he was like sitting in the corner or something, having a moment and like crying or something, maybe kind of breaking down a little bit. And Andrew was like, "What's going on? Like, what's happening here?" And so they actually chatted it up, and then you see, you know, Andrew's like giving him a hug, and because later I'm like, "What was that about?" And he's like, "Yeah, he's just having a tough time, you know, his you know, whatever." So it's just kind of funny that it's just like this guy is totally an op. He's just an operative. It's I don't know what the fucking move is here. Either that or you're just really that out of touch. So just read the room, dumbass. But that was kind of funny. He kicked him out. And then this guy actually tried to come back the second, because he did that on the first, was it the first day? Or was this the second day? I don't remember. But anyways, he gets kicked out and trespassed, and then the guy's like, he tries to come back, I guess, and Craig basically told him he's like gonna whoop his ass if he came any closer. He's like, you're trespassed, and then security came up and removed him again. So this was cool. Rachel did like an Ask Me Anything. That was pretty chill. There was a lot going on, dude. I was like popping in and out of like the VIP events, and there was like some that were like VIP backroom only events, and then some that were like, you know, for the general ticket holder, and so it was pretty cool. I had all access, so I just got to do whatever I want, just like poke in and out of everything. Wonder where this debate was from. Oh, this was Ridvan's debate. I don't think anybody watched that, to be honest. I'm gonna have to go back and watch it because I do want to watch it. I was friendly to Ridvan because I'm trying to be a good Christian, but I really just wanted to tell him he's a piece of shit for what he's doing to his wife, although that's not my place. You know, that's, you know, the church should be reprimanding him, and I'm sure they are. I'll leave it at that, okay? But I was nice because I'm trying to be a good Christian, and I'm trying to have a good weekend, and see, time and place. You know, time and place. Now that we're home, you're going home. You fucked it up. I think I met his wife too the last time. I think she was there. I think they came out and ate with us and everything. And so that's kind of shitty to hear all that stuff is happening. So really frustrating, especially he's supposed to be coming to the Orthodox Church, so whatever. We'll kill him later. Fatwa on Ridvan. I'm kidding. I don't know if I'll get banned for that. I'm not a Muslim. Don't believe me. More Jim Bob shenanigans, and this is the crew right here, right? It's such a good time. Dude, Jake is smaller than I expected. I don't know why I thought Jake was like a billion feet tall. I thought he was like a fucking 6'10" or something, but he's like the same height as me or something. I don't know. 6 foot something. Adrian again. Chill guy, dude. Love this guy. These are some guys. Wait, this guy works because sort of was working the event. This is another one of our guys from the server, I think. See what I mean? It's like it's either they're like little tanks or they're over 6 foot. This was just me being creepy. Yeah, Wi-Fi Gospel and Bryce. That was when we were listening to... Who was debating there? I don't remember what debate this was. Oh, this is the second night, Human Secularism. Oh, you know what? This was a funny one. The debate between Andrew and Daniel Hikikachu was such a funny surprise to me because I wasn't in the. I didn't go in. I didn't know anything about this angle that was going to be taken for this debate. You know, I wasn't paying attention to, you know, any of that going in. I don't have time to check chat or check the Discord or anything and know any of this stuff or help with anything. I'm like fucking slammed all weekend and then just trying to, or all week and then just trying to plan everything out and make sure everything's good to go when I leave and everything else. So whenever he came out with the fucking slides and everything, I was just laughing my ass off. And I think it was funny too because in the middle of the debate, so the debate is what's better for society, or what produces better outcomes for society, Christianity or Islam. And in the middle of they're having an exchange somewhere in the middle of the debate, and the guy says, or Andrew says something to the extent of, "Well, you're all coming here," and the guy goes, "Well, we're not coming for your religion. We're coming for your economic situation." It's like, well, that's a concession of the entire debate. The debate's over now. You just agree. You just see. That's the whole thing. That's what we're arguing. Who's producing better outcomes? Obviously, it's Christians, because you're all flooding our countries and trying to fucking incite us. So that was kind of funny. Andrew and Rachel. Such good people, dude. They're such good people. The hospitality, avarice. Yeah, dude, what a fun time, dude. Yeah, I had to get a picture in front of the... We had to look official, you know, in front of the thing, whatever you call it. Oh, you know what? I got a signed thing with all their signatures on it. I think I left it. Oh, well. I got merch, too, from Rob, and I think I got a free t-shirt, and I'm pretty sure I left that somewhere also. Everything I got, I just left it there. All I have is my pictures. Spiro, dude. We were having some good conversations, dude. Good times. Oh, this wasn't even everybody yet. That was like at the very beginning. That was, let's see how many pizzas are on the table. Okay, maybe that's like right when the pizza showed up, and then it just started popping off. It was like people realized like we were doing, because a lot of the people were staying in the hotel and the things down at the bottom. So I think a lot of people caught word that, because I think there were some people talking about going to a dive bar, and other people were talking about going to get food, and then I think that Jungle and somebody else, they're like big super chatters on the shows. They always do big super chats on like whatever, and to Andrew sometimes. And they just ordered pizza or some shit. Or maybe Andrew ordered the pizza and then they did open bar. It was crazy, dude. That was the second night of like free drinks. I'm like, dude, these guys are legends, man. So this guy goes up to the bartender and he's like, open bar, everything's on me for the next, whatever hour or something, or hour and a half. And that was crazy. Everybody was getting hammered again. Pizza and drinks, and that was a good time. Craig hung out for that too. And the doctor that debated the last day, like he was out there fucking breaking bread and having shot. We were all having shots together. Dude, what a blast, man. Look at this, dude. Crazy. Dude. See what I'm saying? Where are the like find me where's the incels, dude? Like what? It's just a bunch of chuds, dude. Everybody's tall. Like, what the fuck is going on, dude? This guy's a fucking unit. Oh, Wally back there. Wally's tall, dude. Even Corinth, the lefty, was even like. Well, never. I mean, Corinth is chopped. Let's be honest, but he's tall, so it's fine. He just has to lose weight, and he's good. He can cut his hair, and then leave the left, and go to divine liturgy, and then he's fine. Everything is good. Besides those things, What a good time, dude. What is Griff doing back here? Crazy, dude. We had such a blast. In the fucking lobby, dude. They're like, we gotta shut the lobby down. They shut the lobby down at like 2 a.m. or something like that. Or they're like, all right, you just gotta kind of like clear out. It's time to go home. Because even after we stopped the drinks at whatever time it was, 11, 12 o'clock maybe, everybody was still just hanging out, And then we had alcohol. Look at this. Fucking John goes and gets a fifth. And we started this by the way, okay? Before the last debate, John goes and gets a fifth, and Wi-Fi Gospel, and he goes and gets some Heineken. So me and Bryce and John and Wi-Fi Gospel and like DPH, we're just going to go chill out in the lobby and maybe have some drinks and then wind down. That was the goal. We were like, maybe we'll just go drink in the lobby. And because we were like, people are talking about going here. People are talking about going there. We got an Airbnb with like this mansion basically with a bunch of houses or a bunch of bedrooms, like huge. We can go hang out there. And I was just kind of like, actually, that sounds kind of chill. Like I Ubered here already. We'll just chill in the lobby, have a couple, hang out, and then we'll just go home. So we were kind of the first little group there after the debate. We just start, we're just chilling and having drinks, and then I think Wi-Fi orders pizza, and then it was just like off from there, dude. So I take full responsibility. I started the party, dude. I did it first. It was all me. That was a lot of fun, though, man. And I told Griff to get a picture of me and James, and he took one of himself. It's kind of funny. See, that's not an incel. He's a good-looking guy, man. No homo. Pause. I'm not gay. I swear. Dude, James is a big guy, man. I'll fight him, dude. I could take him. Take him down. Look at these guys, dude. Why is everybody tall, bro? I'm like 6'2" or something. You guys were all tall, dude. It's crazy. House crew, dude. I might have been doing Trump impersonations like all night, dude. Oh yeah, dude. RDR. Dude. A lot of fun. Lots of fun. We're doing maybe another one. This Atlantic City thing seems kind of crazy. I want to know who the debaters are and shit. But I just want to go anyways now. It's just like after this one, you just go. You just go to the next one because this one was perfect. So you just send it. You just go to the next one. But that was a blast, dude. meeting everybody. It makes me feel a little less doomer pilled, you know? Feels like we're winning. And watching everyone get crushed was hilarious. I had good questions too. I was mad I didn't get to go up more or get to make it up to the line at least once. For the human secularist, the doctor, I was going to ask him, you know, basically just display the problem of the entire like problem with human secularism, which is that there's no normative authority. I was going to say, I was going to tell him, okay, you've won me over. I'm a human secularist now, and I believe A and you believe B. How do we settle our dispute? Okay. And then if we're able to settle the disagreement, by what normative authority can we declare, or can we even claim that we know we made the correct decision in the first place? So there's problems. The human secularism is getting crushed right now. They're not doing good. They did not do good this weekend. So actually the last one was one of the best debates. It was really good. And it's funny because here again at this event, there's like the common trope, you know, the typical attacks they levy against Andrew is that he only debates OnlyFans girls. He only debates, you know, soft targets. He debated a doctor and a Harvard graduate in the same day or the same weekend. So I thought that was kind of funny. Not that, obviously, you know, I'm a fan of the guy. We've been friends for a long time. I watch all of his stuff for the most part, like especially the bigger stuff, the bigger debates. I actually don't even watch the whatever content because it's just so long. It's so much. I can't. I just have to watch the clips of that. So every once in a while, depending on who's going to be on there with him, like the Amaranth one, I thought was going to be pretty good, so I tried to watch most of that. I think, but I'm still working on it. It's just long. But yeah, he's debated several doctors in the past, so this is just adding to the repertoire. The Sam Tripoli collaboration giant venue thing, that's going to be interesting. I'm interested to see where that goes. I want to go there. I want to know who's debating, really. Like, dude, I want it to be crazy. Like, the first one just needs to be like Nick Fuentes versus Ben Shapiro. So, I hope it's massive. So we're definitely going to try to go to that. I'm trying to look through the Discord and see some more pictures, man. There's so many fucking pictures. And I wonder if I thought there was a way to do like to get like just the pictures to show. What the hell's going on? Oh, here we go. Yeah, we can do it this way. There's nothing bad in here. Dude, just loaded up. Dude, there was so much weirdness too. There was some weirdness. There was some weird people. Apparently somebody else got thrown out too. This girl apparently was like, there was a person who was just like schizo posting in real life, saying they were like in the CIA or something. It was kind of funny. I believe her. So it was a fun weekend, though. Trying to think if I don't know if I'm missing anything. I'm sure I'm missing something. What else? Oh, me and Jake talked about bringing back the American Octagon. We talked to Craig. Craig's gonna come on and do it. We'll get the heavy hitters like right off the rip. It'll be, you know, probably some Jim Bob, some, you know, like Jim Bob, Andrew, Jake Rattlesnake, Rob Noor. Boom, there's your right side. Craig and Not So Erudite, and, you know, we'll fill in 2 more, you know, lefties and try to give them some partners, but we'll have to do like some good topics though. So we're working on it. We're working on it. It's gonna happen. Just gotta do it, man. So, golly. Let's see. What else? I think that might be it, honestly. I think I might that's a good place to pause. Sure, I'll probably talk about it some more tomorrow or Wednesday or something whenever I get the chance. So, but yeah. Stay tuned. We got stuff. We got content incoming. We're streaming again. Everybody's bugging me. You know, they're like, why are you not streaming? And I'm like, because I have a family and I'm busy. But I want to do it. I'm going to do it. It's going to be so big. It's going to be the biggest show you've ever seen. Yeah, we're going to do it like a bi-weekly show. We'll do the shit show open panels kind of style too. But if I'm moderating, I'm going to do it like I did before. If it's getting chaotic, I'm just kicking you. You know what I mean? So we'll get some of these weird ass lefties on there. We'll have fun with it. Anyways, I'm going to go to bed and have a good night.